Assuming Anthony Joshua doesn't go back on his word and duck Deontay Wilder, if he goes ahead and fights him next, how does the fight go? Well, first of all, let's address the elephant in the living room. The Anthony Joshua of old is gone. The gung-ho combination puncher is resigned to the past. If he does ever return, I suspect it'll only ever be in brief flashes. The Anthony Joshua we have now is an uber-cautious, hyper-vigilant boxer whose ethos is defense first, followed by extremely conservative offense. As such, we need to temper our expectations accordingly from here on in. The way he fought Franklin and Helenius is the way he's going to fight everyone from now on. Some people say that AJ is not a boxer, he's a slugger, and this late attempt to develop into a boxer is misguided. I completely disagree. Your boxing style is largely a reflection of your personality. I've been saying that for years, and AJ has a cautious personality, especially now. Therefore, he's a boxer. He may not be an elite boxer, but he's a boxer nonetheless. Tyson Fury said that AJ would lose the rematch with Andy Ruiz if he tried to outbox him, and that the only chance he had to win was to tighten up his defense and steam into Ruiz in the rematch. It's a good thing AJ didn't take that advice because he would have got knocked out again. So AJ can box, and those boxing skills will serve him well against most heavyweights other than Usyk and Fury. Against them, he'd need to be aggressive. The question is, how does this new Joshua fare against Deontay Wilder? Well, Wilder has been making his own technical improvements under Malik Scott, but he's still not as fundamentally sound as Anthony Joshua. His balance isn't as good, his footwork isn't as good, he's not as defensively responsible, and he doesn't have the same variety of power punches that AJ has in his arsenal. AJ has every power punch in the book, whereas Wilder only really has a straight right hand. However, in boxing, the intangibles matter. I'm talking about confidence, heart, the will to win, in addition to stamina, chin, and ring IQ. And it's in these areas that Wilder mostly outshines Anthony Joshua. He's naturally aggressive, he has a tremendously strong will, and he's got a heart the size of Alabama. He will keep fighting and keep swinging that big right hand until you nail him to the canvas. That's who he is. And that is why most people are picking him to destroy Anthony Joshua, not just beat him, destroy him. You see, skills only matter if you have sufficient will to impose them on your opponent and the confidence to do it with conviction. AJ's attempts against Franklin and Helenius were half-hearted. He was unsure of himself. Deontay Wilder exudes confidence in the ring, and that might have the effect of making AJ even more cautious, which would be disastrous. Wilder has good instincts. He's like a shark. He smells blood. He smells fear. He smells vulnerability. It's like a red rag to a bull. He'll throw that right hand to the body a few times to bring AJ's left hand down and then switch it upstairs to the head. And he'll rinse and repeat that until the right hand finds its mark. He'll punch right through that defense. Technique alone is not going to save you against Deontay Wilder. You have to be able to match his will. Unless AJ somehow miraculously manages to muster up that type of spirit, then he's going to get ironed out if he fights Deontay Wilder next. Even if he's outboxing him and he's ahead on the cards, he'll get nailed eventually. Wilder is a gangster in that boxing ring, and you have to make him respect your gangster early or he'll take your head clean off. Most people think that AJ has to go back to his old, more aggressive, combination punching style to stand any chance of beating Deontay Wilder, but I actually don't think he does. I think he can win with this new boxing counter-punching style, but only if he fully commits to those counters and throws them with authority and conviction from round one, to let Deontay Wilder know that any mistakes he makes will be punished severely. That's the only way to keep Wilder in his box. But based on AJ's last two fights, it doesn't look like he has that in him. So if he is going to fight Deontay Wilder next, he better find it quick, or it might wind up being the last fight he ever has. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.